Yeah.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Faculty Lounge Podcast, episode 55.
What's up, y'all?
John J over here.
Anonymous.
We chilling, man. Make sure you like the video, like the SoundCloud stream, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, smooth, man. I like that. I like the intro, man.
Yeah. It feels more wholesome, right?
Yeah, you know? Like you gotta dip your toes into the water first before you just
Right,
you dive.
Because this is the wholesome show.
No, this is the Faculty Lounge podcast.
Exactly.
You know? So I mean you can't just bam, you know? And then come up. You gotta smooth that thing on out for the listeners.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So we are approximately 7 days away from Complex Con.
Yeah.
Yeah. The more I think about it, the less excited I get and the more anxious I become. Because it's like I don't know what to do, when, and where. Because it's like it's a mystery right now.
See, like all I've ever done is like the car show.
Yeah.
Like, and maybe one job fair at McCormick Place.
Right. I went to the Dub show.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Like the auto show, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, so I have no idea what this group of people is gonna do in McCormick Place.
Mm-hmm. Right. And it's like so many people.
Yeah.
Like we've been getting views of what the Tigers are gonna do.
Yeah. But we still got everybody
else. And it's like that's very overwhelming for one day.
Like Pharrell's gonna be in the building. Tekashi's gonna be in the building.
Bro, I decided I'm wearing Skechers. I need to be as comfortable as possible because I'm gonna have to do a lot of walking.
All right.
I'm not wearing Skechers.
Hey, Skechers are a real thing.
Yes, they are, man. So, how was your week, man? We talked briefly, I think.
I mean, it was fast, but slow.
Yeah.
It was cool. I went to the MCA, seen the Virgil thing.
Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Sanders.
Yeah, yeah. And my uncle played.
Yeah,
that was very cool.
Yeah, very cool.
He was out there doing his thing.
Mm-hmm. So I have yet to see the Virgil exhibit. I wasn't feeling myself that day, so I couldn't make it out. But was it as grand as I think it is?
I mean, it's just a guy that's been doing some stuff for the last couple of years.
Yeah. And
he just threw it all in the room.
So, because when I think about
literally what it is.
When I think about Virgil, and this is a problem that I have, when I think about people like Virgil and people like people that people are fans of, I don't think about the person. I think about how much I hate fans. Like not fans, but fanatics.
That's
so like
what a fan is. A fan is short for a fanatic.
Well, I guess I'm using the wrong word. I guess somebody that is a dick eater, a cock rider. You know what I mean? You just made me take it there. I was trying to stay away from it after the whole wholesome intro, but now you got me there. I'm talking about the cockbiters.
The cockbiters.
Yes, that's what I think of when I think of people that are doing things in the culture. So it's like, I'd be like, man, I don't want to go because I don't want to stand next to this cheese-eating nigga looking at this thing. And it's like, no, don't be that way. It's nice.
It is.
Yeah.
Like, it's nice to just go somewhere and not expect to be racially profiled.
I guess it's because you and I, we've been so close to all of these things that are popular, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we look at it with different eyes. I have to put different eyes on to see it that way. Because I'm looking and analyzing and observing from a whole different kind of perspective.
See, I don't do none of that shit. I don't look, I don't analyze, I don't observe. Just kind of just
you are like
flow with the wave.
You like a goldfish.
I'm a cool goldfish.
Yes.
I am a cool goldfish.
You are like a goldfish and I'm like some kind of whale.
I just be there, you know what I'm saying? And then when I'm not there no more, I'm not there no more.
Yeah, see, that's a strength that I don't have. Like everything I look at, I gotta do boom, 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 this, that, and the other. Especially when it comes to people that not even are my contemporaries, but are a part of the culture that I've been a part of for so long.
I guess it's just presence. It's just like being there, but at the same time, it's a more of a personal connection type thing.
Yeah.
Like this week I ran into two people I haven't seen in 10 years.
That's always fun.
You know what I'm saying? And
well, not always, but
it's always fun. because what I'm trying to say is I don't treat people bad. So somebody I knew 10 years ago ain't coming looking for me 10 years later. Like, oh yeah, remember you said that? I've been looking for you.
No.
I'm finna fuck you up.
No,
you know, like I don't get none of that ever. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Nobody ever walks away from seeing me after 10 years and being like, that lame ass dude.
There was that one guy.
I mean, everybody got one guy,
Yeah.
but I don't even know who you talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. I ain't gonna talk about him on the camera, but
What was the situation?
I don't know exactly, but it ended badly, like very poorly. And
Where were we? Or
I think we were at the Boulevard Manor.
I really don't know, man.
Yeah, man. I'll refresh you after we finish.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but but yeah. I'm glad you got to see that.
But it's so it's more of a personal thing when
Yeah.
when we're in these spaces. It's not that I'm here to see the Virgil Abloh
Mhm.
exhibit or that I'm at the MCA to see my uncle play.
Right.
And it's that I'm here with people. Like I seen a guy that I haven't seen in a long time there,
Mhm.
who was there to see my uncle play,
Yeah.
and he it was all good. It was all love. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, all right, next time I see you, it's gonna be somewhere else.
Right.
You know,
Right.
like it's not about where we're at; it's about who you're with.
Mhm.
You know, like I guess that's how I see life.
Yeah.
Is like I'm a human being. I can only communicate with human beings. So let me be
What about goldfish?
present with the other human beings.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's
You know, and,
that's one of the most important things in life.
and I feel that. And when you say it, it's like, man, it sounds like a fairy tale because it's never been that way for me. Like, never, ever, ever, ever. Like, you make it sound like it's so simple and so easy, and it should be. But for me, it's never been. It's always been harder than it has to be for some reason.
Yeah, see, I don't understand that. You know?
I don't
Like,
understand it neither.
whether it's a reunion from somebody that I know I'm about to go see that I haven't seen in a long time, or it's
Yeah.
some family member that I'm about to meet for the first time. It's just like,
See, like,
what's the worst that could happen?
and that's
Like, after you done got your ass whooped, you know what I'm saying? After you done
Mhm.
got bullied,
Mhm.
after you've been through traumatic shit at home, you know what I'm saying? Like,
after you caught a case.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, because, like, there is the worst. There's worse stuff. Like, you catch the case,
Yeah.
then you go to jail. Then
Yeah.
you become somebody's bitch. And then you get, you know what I'm saying? Then you get passed around.
There's always the prospect of being passed around.
Yeah, like, it gets worse.
Don't
Like,
nobody want to get passed around.
That's, like, one of the only situations that I
Right.
could think that it can get worse.
Yep.
And it might get worse for you.
Golly.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as, like,
Excuse me once again. I'm sorry. Continue to speak.
yeah, but as far as, like, anything else besides catching the case, what's the worst that could happen? Can it really get worse? Like, once you meet this person, if y'all have an argument and never talk again, you only met the person one time. The whole interaction was 45 minutes out of your life, and you're gone.
I think that's relative though to the type of person you are.
Well, I mean,
because you know, bad and worse, it's all contextual. You know, like your bad could be my worse.
but I mean, like how? Like, how much worse could it get? Like,
Now I get what you're saying. You're saying it in a very literal sense of bad and worse.
Yeah, it can't get no. Well, that's the thing. It's if you go out looking for how bad it can get, it's gonna get really close.
See, and then I don't even think it's necessarily bad. It's just complicated.
Yeah, I like the way you switched up that word.
Yeah, because the word changed the whole thing I'm thinking in my mind because we steady saying bad, and I'm thinking like, am I really talking about bad? I'm not talking about bad.
It's not nothing's
Yeah,
bad about it.
I just don't like complication.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Like I was talking to somebody else.
Yeah.
Who has a mental breakdown during any transition in life. You know, like it's just like, oh my God.
What am I gonna do type stuff?
Like 3 months out from the big date.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, oh my God, how do I do this? I hate you. I don't like you because of this. And that's wrong. And that's bad over there. And that's bad. And then like once the transition is complete and you're into the next level, it's like, that's okay, this water isn't that cold.
That's classic irrationality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand that shit at all. Like,
me neither. Me neither.
You just gotta
I think that
flow.
I just
Like,
think that comes with a certain mindset that you take into life.
all right.
Like, man, you're only gonna be irrational if the way you look at life calls for it. Like, man, like you and me look at life different, but neither one of us are irrational people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just people out here that if they understand it perfectly, something got to be wrong.
Yeah.
And they got to create the irrationality.
Yeah, there has to be a problem to fix. You can't just be.
Hey, wait. This is the first high five in the new studio. Wow.
Yeah, man.
The Faculty Lounge podcast. Working it out.
Man, you know somebody. All of y'all know somebody
Everybody.
who needs a problem to fix.
Mm-hmm.
Even when it's a beautiful sunny day, it's the right amount of ice cubes in the lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
The cups ain't got no fingerprints on them. You got the beautifulest lawn chair. It still has to be a problem to fix.
Yeah, like that ant looked at me funny.
Yeah, now I gotta kill this ant. Oh, now I got an ant on my finger. Bitch. Like you sitting in a beautiful lawn chair with the best lemonade.
Right.
Why does the ant on your finger matter?
You eating diamond encrusted chicken wings. But that ant,
It just fucked up the whole day.
you said something about my family. See, I'm learning. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's just crazy, man.
Yeah, man. So I want to start with something that I don't understand. You helped me to understand it, but I know this is a point of controversy for everybody. It's nothing serious. I want to talk about that song that Nas released for the Lost Tapes 2.
Oh, yeah.
The Al Jarreau rap.
I guess I just don't like.
So you know who Al Jarreau is.
I have no idea who Al Jarreau is.
So how do you know what that song is? You said it's
That's a classical song.
So that is a classical song. Like
Yeah.
that's a real classical
Yeah.
song. I don't know.
Like that one, like I know I can't. Be
I
what
love
wanna
that
be.
song. I listened
Like,
to it yesterday.
but like
So you didn't like that song either?
I don't like the picture that Nas paints. Like if you can get past the beats and the wacky ass choruses, Nas is one of the greatest rappers.
Uh-huh.
But some people just can't get past the wacky beats and the wacky choruses, you know?
You know, I've gone back and listened to Nas's catalog, and the music has actually gotten better than it was when he released it. Like, not Illmatic, It Was Written, I Am. I'm talking about Nostradamus, Street Disciple, and Life Is Good. Those albums have gotten way better with time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I couldn't stand Salam Remy beats. But
Hey,
it's like
Salam Remy beats go hard though.
yes, they do. Absolutely. So when this song dropped, I heard about it before I heard the song, and everybody was like, "Oh, Nas, what is Nas doing?"
Yeah.
Then I heard it, and I'm like, "What's the big fucking deal?"
Nah, see, this ain't Eminem dropping Kamikaze. And then what's the first song off Kamikaze?
Off Kamikaze, the intro.
Yeah, that shit
Yeah.
goes crazy.
Yeah, that's retarded. That's
You know what I'm saying? Like
well, that's special ed.
that's that's the song that you put out for Nas's Lost Tapes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then this song is in there somewhere. You know?
See, I think this is a theme of this conversation that we having is relativity and perspective. Cause I feel like Nas,
Well, Nas does this though. This is the type of music that Nas does.
I think he earned it though.
Nostradamus.
That was a bump.
You know what I'm saying? And then Uchiwali.
Uchiwali's weird.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It was a smacker, but it was weird.
like these songs, they like he rides the melody of the song. I hate that shit.
Oh,
Joe.
I get what it's like.
And then
It's not necessarily creative.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like cheating.
Yeah, and then it's not like he's sampling Isaac Hayes
Mm-hmm.
and riding the melody of the song.
Yeah.
He's sampling like Mozart and Bach and shit and riding that melody. Like, nah, bro. Like, so
You
it
don't
was
like when Eminem do the country songs neither.
nah.
Oh, see, I understand it.
You know,
I think that's why I like it because I understand. It's like
it's cheating.
I would say it's more admiration. Like I wish I could be Billy Joel, so
See,
I'm gonna sing like Billy Joel
and I
on the Billy Joel
understand-
sample.
And I understand Nas admiring the music because he comes from a musical background, so he has the roots in other genres besides hip hop.
Yeah.
So I understand that he appreciates musicians for their music,
Right.
and he might actually listen to that song on a long drive to drive his daughter to school, or
Yeah. And
this
I
might
never
be,
heard it, and I want to deep dive on Al Jarreau now
yeah.
because I heard the song.
But Al Jarreau, that's not Al Jarreau music.
That's not Al Jarreau.
No, that's like Mozart. I'm telling you, that's like
No,
Mozart.
I'm saying
like
they said the song says featuring Al Jarreau.
Yeah.
So I don't know what Al Jarreau did on the song, but I want to know who Al Jarreau is now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I ain't talking about the melody. I'm talking about the person on the song with Nas.
I feel like Al Jarreau made the beat. I feel like that's the producer.
Oh, I don't know.
But I know there is a guy named Al Jarreau. We got fucking phones right here.
And an aux cord.
Like, who is Al Jarreau?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
But man, I had a question, man.
Are we finished here or are we still here?
Yeah, we finished here, man.
Okay. I like the song.
I don't like the song.
Yep, and that's that. One more question. All right, so if he had led with a more traditional Nas song, like a better song from Nas,
Al Jazeera.
and you heard that song when the Lost Tapes came out, somewhere in the middle, would you still feel that way?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
It's that same song.
All right, because I think expectations is what made a lot of people not like it.
Yeah, he's. So Al Jarreau was born in Milwaukee. He's a American singer and musician. He received a total of 7 Grammy Awards.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't know nothing about Al Jarreau. I need to know.
Yeah.
I got to know.
We're in this love together. We're in this love together.
Don't look at me and say those words. Ever in your, don't sing them to me, man. Hey.
Yeah. It's that song.
See, I don't know this song.
So you ain't never heard the song?
I ain't say I ain't never heard it. I said I want to know it.
All right, that's enough of that.
Thank you.
Cool.
You just had a whole moment. You just sang a love ballad to me and shook your head and closed your eyes like you had a whole moment just now, man.
All right, so this is my question.
Okay.
Can you smoke crack and not be a crackhead?
I would say no.
All right.
Because crack is different.
See, because I know.
Crack is engineered to make you a crackhead.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, can you smoke pot and not be a pothead?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can snort cocaine and not be a cokehead.
Can you?
Yeah. Cocaine is not addictive. Cocaine is like marijuana.
Well, can you drink and not be an alcoholic, right? I guess it's all the same. Can you smoke squares and not be a cigarette smoker?
It's selective addiction. Like crack, you're going to get addicted if you smoke it. Heroin, you're going to get addicted if you smoke
heroin,
it.
Right? I know heroin like messes up like your system. Like your system
depends on it. Yeah. Crack was manufactured to be addictive. It's not selective addictive like weed or beer.
See, so I know this lady, right? She comes into my job all the time. This person comes into my job all the time, and they smoke crack, but they also sell a lot of crack.
That's how they support their habit, functioning addict.
Well, no, like she balls off selling crack, and then she smokes a little bit.
Well, she's still a crackhead.
Like she's not supporting her habit. She's like supporting her life.
Smoking crack is a part of her lifestyle.
Yeah,
that makes her a crackhead.
All right.
Like
I just had the question. I was like, man, because I see her. I don't see her as a crackhead. Because I see her as a drug dealer.
Yeah,
yeah. But she still, what should we call it? But she still
smokes crack from time to time.
Yeah,
she's a light crackhead.
A light crackhead, a light crack smoker.
Yeah, so it's like if you smoke weed, that don't make you a pothead. But if smoking weed is a part of your lifestyle,
yeah,
you're a pothead, man.
All right, lifestyle.
Smoke weed every day. Yeah, rest in peace to Nate Dogg.
Yeah, man.
Man. So what's up?
Man, there's so much stuff to talk about this week, man.
I know, man. What? Come on, let's do it.
I guess last week we didn't check. I would like to do that at the end of every show.
Make sure that we got the breaking news.
Yeah, go on Twitter and you know what I'm saying. Boom. Shouts out to the American girls, the American women's soccer team.
Absolutely.
What, 4-time world champions? World Cup champs 3 times or 4 times. I know it's
I
2
can't
in a
remember.
row.
I know they won multiple times.
And them girls is balling.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and they still got to come home, play on their regular teams. Then they going on a tour, and then they finna go play. They are Team USA.
So for soccer, right? I want to
Mhm.
get some understanding.
Are these girls better than the basketball dream team?
No.
Because they finna win the World Cup. They finna go to the Olympics and win as the Olympians. And then they just like they're playing in like 6 different leagues at the same time and beating everybody in the world.
No.
Like the dream team was only the Olympics. There is no like World Cup basketball tournament.
No.
Hey, I don't know, man.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, but I'm saying these girls are like they're playing in like tournaments, like not just one league. This ain't just the NBA and then you go play in the Olympics. This
Right.
is like the NBA, the Olympics, the French stuff, the Mexican stuff.
No, I get it.
Like they really beating everybody in the world. Like there's no little
So I
village in
bet-
Africa where some girls gonna
I
come out.
bet Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan can get out there and play soccer and do pretty damn good.
I don't know, man.
I mean, I don't think the women's soccer team could come on the basketball court and beat the dream team, but the dream team they're going to lose. But they'll do better at soccer than the women's team will do at basketball.
You think so? I don't know, man.
I don't know. I'm just, I mean, Charles Barkley, I don't know. Christian Laettner.
I feel like it's pretty even now. I feel like the girls have scored 24 out of 32. You know what I'm saying? Like the guys that still win, like the old guys that still win.
Yeah.
Because they're trained basketball players.
Right, like
But
Mike Tyson will still knock you the fuck out. He's 50 years old, but he still gonna clobber you.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think this team is like one of those.
Yeah, I don't wanna criticize who they are with this conversation. We just playing.
Well, they also said whatchamacallit. They also said that I know the Blackhawks were like, don't call us a dynasty. Even though they won like 4 rings in like 6 years.
Yeah, they definitely had a brick.
Don't call us a dynasty. We're not a dynasty. Don't say the D word.
What, as a jinx?
Yeah.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
But I feel like this women's soccer team is gonna be one of those.
Is this the same ladies that compete every year? Has the team changed?
I mean, teams always change. Look at the fucking Toronto Raptors. You know?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, because usually when you talk about a dynasty, it's the same players.
Yeah. Or at least like the same big 3.
The same core.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same core as the dynasty.
I know these girls played. Yeah, a couple of them got more than 1 ring together. But yeah, they going in.
Yeah, congratulations. While we on lady athletes, Serena lost in the finals at Wimbledon. I was wondering, so Venus and Serena haven't won a major in quite a while. We seeing the resurgence of we seeing a surge of younger players that are beating them. Has their time gone for Serena and Venus as far as winning majors?
Venus has been out the question for me personally since the whole. Some things you can't come back from.
I mean, and they still very good tennis players.
Yeah, but I mean, some things you just can't come back from. And she killed somebody by accident.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying, but like, I feel like when you kill somebody by accident, it fucks with you more than when you kill somebody on purpose.
Right, it's gonna be PTSD.
Like when you like, and it's, I just feel like it's hard to come back from something like that. You gotta prepare yourself mentally. Like, if you've ever won a 32. You know that at that time you were mentally better than you were physical. You know, like
because everybody's playing against you when you got 26.
Yeah, you know, and you made it. You won that 32, and like those last 6 points were more of a mental thing than a physical thing. Yeah, because anybody out here could score 6 points, but you have to score 6 to win and beat 7 people. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you know, it's So I feel like mentally, when these athletes say, "Yeah, I was just in a good space mentally," they actually
it's
mean
real.
that.
That's real. Because because like with life and most things, it's more mental anyway.
Yeah, mind over matter. Yeah. It's always mind over matter. You know.
So I was just thinking about it because they dominated for so long.
Mhm.
Like they were so dominant
they had
in the sport.
yeah, they had a nice run.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody has a nice run.
Yeah.
I don't understand how golf players fall off though.
Well, I mean, you have to be pretty strong, and then your shoulders, your rotator cuff, and then you just get old. You lose strength, you lose power.
Yeah, see, because I understand tennis players. You got ankles, you got to stretch, you got hamstrings and ACLs, and you know what I'm saying, like, you use body for tennis.
I mean, for golf, you're using a lot of torque.
I mean, like Serena got body.
Yeah.
You know, but
she got butt and legs
Yeah,
that are built for that kind of activity.
Yeah, the jumping and the running.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, they are in their 40s now, right?
I would imagine so.
Late
If
30s,
not
early
close.
40s. Yeah, like,
if not close, yeah.
They're getting there. I mean, Nadal and Federer, that's crazy that these two are still competing.
But men's tennis is very different from women's.
How? It's still running after the little ball with the racket.
Like Serena Williams couldn't beat one of the best college tennis players, college men's players. And she said this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So men's tennis is way more hardcore.
Yeah.
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 Is it like men's basketball versus women's basketball?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
I'm pretty sure some of them females get up in there and fuck up some NBA players.
Yeah, but there's no way in hell that Serena Williams could beat Roger Federer.
And you think she feels that way?
Yeah, she knows this.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
I mean, because even you can even look at the serve speed. Like
It's
Serena is unique for a female tennis player. But if you put her in there with the males, she becomes mundane.
Ah.
Yeah.
So Serena's serving how the guys serve, but she can't take it like the guys take it. Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Boom.
It's
she wouldn't be able to hit the ball when it's coming at her the way she sends it at people.
Right. The way, because that's her bread and butter, her backhand and her serve. That's what made Serena so dominant, because she could do it so much faster and harder than any other woman in the sport. I don't know. I don't know if I should say pause right here. It's not applicable, but I don't know.
I don't know, man. You're starting to sound like Jermaine Dupri.
Oh, see, don't put me in that box, man.
No. You are not starting to sound like Jermaine Dupri.
Let me say this for the people, okay? I love tennis. He knows I love tennis.
Yeah, he does love
women's tennis in particular.
And he also has a fondness for rap.
Yes.
Period.
All the way.
It don't matter if it's Coogee rap.
Yep.
Or No Name.
Yep.
Or Vic Mensa.
Lil Nas X.
Raw Digger.
Love Raw Digger.
You actually do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he actually does love Raw Digger.
I think Raw Digger served 90% of these females out here.
That's the thing. That's what I was trying to get to. I was trying to say rappers. Period.
Yeah.
Like, not female rappers. Like you would go in on Cardi B just like you would go in on a G-Eazy.
Oh yeah.
Or a Malcolm Moore. Or
absolutely.
Or,
but I will say that it's with it's inherently different, because it's rap for me is you're speaking from a lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
And as being a man and as being a woman, it's just different. So the music is going to be different. That doesn't mean it's better or worse.
I mean, there's females out there that are like Lupe Fiasco status, like a no-name gypsy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no, there's no sexual, like the only sexual context is telling you that there's no sexual context.
So when I say that, I'm not thinking about a sexualized artist. I'm talking about Rhapsody.
Rhapsody, yeah.
Like Rhapsody and LaKaylee.
Yeah.
They talk about, being with men.
Yeah.
But they're not sexualized artists.
Yeah.
So that's all I mean when I say different. It's like, it's still a relationship, but the dynamic is different.
Because there is different. I mean, hip hop is the party. Let's get that out the way.
Yeah.
Like, that's what the genre is. It's the breakers. It's the B-boys. It's the graphers,
DJ and the MC.
the DJ and the MC.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole party. Like hip hop is the party. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like party life is like, yeah, when you got money, the party's in the strip club.
Mm-hmm.
When you know what I'm saying, when you a baller, the party's in the locker room.
So
the champagne, popping bottles, and wearing goggles.
You know, Trina put it the best. She like, man, what the fuck? These are young girls turning up. Like, they not going to Sunday school. They not rapping about that. They in the club. They getting it popping. They getting money out here.
Yeah.
Now you got young men getting money wilding out. These are young women wilding out.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with wilding out as long as you don't catch a criminal record.
Right, pretty
You
much.
fuck up your 30s and 40s.
And it's like everybody has to grow.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about kids.
Yeah.
These are kids we talking about here.
Yeah. Literally kids. If they were white, they would be kids.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
you're in your early 20s, you're a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
And I'm not gonna take that from you.
yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, man. I was really thinking about how a lot of these programs and social things are set up for young men or young people 17 to 24. You know?
Yeah.
Like 17 to 24 is like, oh man, they're gonna die. We gotta make sure that they make it past 25.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now you're 25, joke's on you, we still alive. Where do we go from here?
To
You know what I'm
work.
saying? Like now I'm 34 years old.
Yeah.
You know, and there needs to be programs for people 25 to 34.
I've been saying that. I've
You know
been
what I'm
saying that
saying?
for a long time. Like,
Because now you made it past 24, and you're
Mhm.
actually thinking, oh, I might make it to 30 now.
yeah.
Now what do I need to get to 30? You need checking account. You need passport, valid ID. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
life coaching.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but I mean, that's what it is for
Yeah.
17 to 24-year-olds.
Yeah.
Is
Yep.
let me help you find this apartment. Let me help
Mhm.
you find this job. Let me help you write this resume. Like it's they're life coaching people 17 to 24
Yeah.
everywhere. You could find anything to help you.
But
do
you
that.
know, I think that that would be a detriment to capitalism in a way, because a smart consumer is a dangerous consumer.
Yeah, but I just feel like people are so lost.
I
Like-
agree.
like
I
people
agree.
in these neighborhoods are lost,
Mm.
especially the one that, you know, coming home from prom, stopped off on a block,
Mm-hmm.
decided to work a pack in his tuxedo, and now he got 6 rocks, 18 years old. He don't get out till he's 22.
Damn.
So he only has 2 more years of these community programs to help him write this resume and get him
Mhm.
a job and get his record expunged.
Mhm.
And you know what I'm saying? Like yeah.
You
When
know-
he turns 24, he's fucked. Like there's nothing else to help him. He don't know nothing. Ain't nobody here to help him, coach him through anything. And by the time he's 32,
You know what infuriates me is that we have the most powerful tool ever imagined by man in the internet, right?
mm-hmm.
And it's just being so poorly utilized by the group that it can serve the most. That 17 to 24 group.
They got it though. They know how to do it.
Yeah, but from what I see, it's like, man,
It's cat videos and fight videos.
it's like they turn the internet into cable or the radio.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's wow, is that what the radio and cable was supposed to be?
It's programming.
Yeah, it's programming instead
Mhm.
of being like education. But I guess that's communism, right? Like if you putting 2 + 2 is 4
2 + 2 is 4.
on the radio,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And that's communism.
Was that on The Simpsons?
No, that was Family Guy.
2 + 2 is 4. 2 + I thought that was The Simpsons. That was funny. I like when you do that.
You know?
Yeah, but
Like yeah,
I think that's the plan all along, because
it's freedom of speech.
the channels like PBS
Mhm.
are funded by us.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Fox, they got the bag.
yeah, Fox getting that bread.
We gonna put these titties in your face. Yeah, and show Angela Bassett dangling off a building, shooting fools. Yeah. But let's go back to where we was at, because I want to get to the bottom of this thing with Jermaine Dupri.
All right.
So I think that Jermaine Dupri is not an ignorant man.
Mhm.
Jermaine Dupri loves and respects music.
Mhm.
Jermaine Dupri is a staple in the culture. I
Yeah.
think that Jermaine Dupri misspoke out of not being well informed enough to have a I don't want to say valid or credible, but a sensible opinion on the matter.
I mean,
Because
the matter is female rappers.
Yeah, but I mean,
Like-
what he said, saying that female rappers they all sound like they strip club rappers.
Yeah.
Think about what he's saying about Rhapsody, what he's saying about LaKaylee,
He's saying
what he's saying about
what he's saying is they don't exist.
exactly, and I think that's his misinformation.
Yeah.
They don't exist to him,
Yeah.
but they are very relevant because we love them
Yeah. There's a
and we're the boys.
yeah. What about Young M.A.?
Yeah, Young M.A. She
Yeah.
spits.
Yeah.
Yeah, Young M.A. does.
Nah,
I forgot
I'm
about
not gonna
her.
put Young M.A. in the same category as Rhapsody and No Name.
I would.
Uh,
I mean, it's
she's good.
yeah.
She's good.
With what she does, she's good.
Yeah.
And she's authentic with what she does.
Yeah. I mean,
Like that whole thing with Kodak Black. I'm like, Kodak, you tweaking. Like you're really tweaking right now. This is Young M.A. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, man.
you sound nuts right now.
Nuts.
See, you just gotta take it there. You just can't leave it alone. Yeah, but the female MC, man, and I kind of understand because he birthed the brat. So every female MC he looks at, he's gauging against what is arguably the greatest female MC of all time.
I mean, Queen Latifah was cold. Lady of Rage was cold.
None of them better than the brat.
The Brat was, the
Brat-
Brat was 606.
Amazing.
Like the motherfucking alligator in the lagoon. But no, we ain't gonna go there right now.
Not
Because we
yet.
still on, yeah, man. So, man, what's old girl from Psychodrama?
Nuisance.
Yeah, she was
Shauna.
cold too. Shauna.
Shauna's
Like
a beast.
Chicago got some female rappers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. Who
Yeah.
else? Oh yeah, then all the other ones, the Katie Got Bands and the Chella H.
Sasha Go Hard.
Sasha Go Hard.
Dreezy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Dreezy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's so many credible female MCs.
Yeah.
I just think
now Chella H, Sasha Go Hard, and
Katie Got Bands.
Yeah, they in that category that he's talking about.
Yeah.
But Shauna is too.
Not really.
I was getting some head, getting some head.
But I mean,
that's
that was
the
a
number one hit.
But that was a targeted song.
But that's her one hit.
But
That's like Poe Pimpin' for Twista in '98.
Poe Pimpin' didn't come out in '98.
Poe Pimpin' came out in '96, but in '98 that was his only hit.
Right.
You know?
But see, I can agree with you with Shauna, but I'm just saying that was a very targeted record made for a specific purpose of getting played in the strip club.
I remember Lil Wayne said, "Getting necked like a violin." I said, "Damn, boy."
That hit home.
Yeah, Lil Wayne. That was when Lil Wayne was on the top.
Yeah, but I think they need to just give JD a break, man. I don't think that was his intent.
Now, I feel like you're saying give JD a break because you have a penis.
Nah, I'm saying it because he's JD. And if you know anything about these people, Jermaine Dupri, Dr. Dre, just the leaders of the craft, the forefathers.
Yeah, forefathers. We'll call them forefathers.
Yeah.
Because they're not the leaders anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Pharrell's the leader.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you see Pharrell on a Currency album, and then you listen to a Daniel Caesar album 3 months later, and Pharrell's on that, and then you listen to Igor, and Pharrell's on that, and then you listen to, that's a leader right now. Like, right now, Pharrell is on everything.
So let's call them forefathers, right?
Yeah.
Now,
damn, Pharrell, there should be a Pharrell and J. Cole thing. Because right now, J. Cole is getting on everybody's shit, killing it. And Pharrell's just always been on everybody's shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, those two together right now
that would be hot.
Would be crazy.
Yeah. So, forefathers.
Forefathers.
When you think about these forefathers, one thing remains true. They love the culture.
Yeah.
They all do.
Yeah.
So if one of them should misspeak, I don't think they should be judged necessarily as harsh as Jermaine Dupri is being judged, because we know his intentions are not to discredit female MCs.
You see, but now
the man gave us the brat.
So there's this war going on, right? There's like this equal rights, women's rights, gay rights war going on.
Wait. Is that a war that's going on outside that nobody's safe from?
Yeah.
Damn. Rest
Know
in
what I'm
peace to
saying?
Prodigy.
You know what I'm saying? And what we're failing to realize is
Mm-hmm.
we don't even have to respond. Like, as men, we don't have to respond.
Yeah.
This is women using their First Amendment right to freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Jermaine Dupri said something. All these female rappers and all these women in general jump down his throat.
Yeah.
They have the right to do that.
True.
You know what I'm
True.
saying?
True.
And we have a right to an opinion, and we have a right to clap back for Jermaine Dupri or just for the foundation of hip hop or for whatever we're clapping back for.
Yeah.
But the truth is, they're entitled to their opinion. Not even entitled, because entitled is such a bad word now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like those entitled little brats.
Yeah.
But like they're entitled to their opinion. Like you can say whatever you want to say about whoever you want to say it about. If Jermaine Dupri misspoke and he's getting dragged, he's not getting canceled.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like the responsible thing to do is to try to gain an understanding instead of just letting it ride.
But now, do you think Jermaine Dupri right now is open to listening to some female rappers that he might not have known about?
Hell
Or do you
yeah.
think this is him? You think this is his way of Googling female rappers?
I think
like
the
now they're
genius-
just gonna come out the
the
woodwork.
genius-
Like, what about me? What about me?
that would be ingenious if that was his intent.
You know?
I think you're giving him too much credit because that's ingenious. He did that to bring the one out of the woodworks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're giving him too much credit.
All
Because
right.
that's like brilliant. You just did that. But yeah. All right. So, all right, we done with Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah, man.
All right. So Pharrell, one thing, Pharrell
So ambitious.
has hooked up with one of my favorite. Go on and sing it. Go on and sing it.
Nah.
Yeah.
Go,
Leave it alone,
He
then.
was hooked up with one of your favorite who?
He hooked up with one of my favorite. I wouldn't say new artists, but one of the newer artists,
Mm-hmm.
Yella Beezy.
Oh, yeah?
You ain't heard the song?
No,
Oh,
man.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, boy,
man.
Pharrell is everywhere.
Well, I mean, you gotta
Can
think.
we verify if Pharrell knows about Q4 Radio? Because I feel like he's been here before us.
Pharrell knows.
Pharrell knows. Bo knows.
Bo knows. Pharrell knows. I bet you Pharrell could tell you where to get the best iced latte on the north side of Chicago in DePaul campus. Oh yeah, I love DePaul.
Pharrell can tell you where to get the best little wooden figurine.
Right.
In Lake George.
You know, there's a
New
little
York.
shop in Lake George. Pharrell can tell you where to get the best wooden clogs in
in the Netherlands.
in the Netherlands. He knows all about the Deutschmarks.
Yeah. But another thing about Pharrell,
All right, this is the Pharrell episode.
the man travels through Africa. Like I love to see American entertainers entertaining in Africa.
Yeah.
Like I know they don't bring nothing back with them, but it just feels like I want to be in that group.
Yeah.
The group that goes to Africa to entertain and make people happy.
I would like to go to Africa for vacation.
You know? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would love to go to Africa for work, but I wouldn't mind going to Africa for vacation.
Yeah, man. I want to go and hunt in Africa. That'd be the shit.
I don't want to kill nothing in Africa.
Man, kill it and eat it and bring it back. The
Your intestines? There you go.
No,
Well,
I'm
eat
talking
it.
about
Well,
like
eat
you know,
it and then bring it back.
you taxidermy the head and bring the head back.
Ah,
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't eat meat, but if I kill it, I'm eating it.
what you killing? A giraffe?
I probably try to. I know it'd be very difficult, and I might not kill anything, but I would like to hunt like if it's not endangered, like an antelope, some kind of deer type species.
Yeah,
know
that's
what I'm
good
saying?
meat.
Yeah.
Venison.
And then it's like you got enough meat to give you can feed everybody you know for like a year.
You can't though, because you in Africa and you got to fly this whole 1,200
Yeah.
pound meat back.
I have one 1,200 pound meat, please. How much meat? 1,200-pound meat.
Yeah, man.
Nah, man, but yeah, Africa.
Yeah, man.
Nas went to Africa with Biggie.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Biggie went to Africa?
with Nas.
I'm jealous now, man. Like, just because, like, you see the Versace shirts and the boats and the this and that. That's one thing, But to live a 24-year life and make it to Africa, like, that's shitting. That shitting. How? No, Biggie was 25.
Pac was 25.
Pac was 24.
No, Pac was 25.
Pac was 24.
24?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
Biggie
think
was
Biggie was a
25.
couple years younger than Pac. Or
But he
older.
also died a year later.
Right. I don't know. I don't know, man. Don't get me to trying to figure that out.
Just 10 years younger than I am now. You know what I'm saying?
But I think wasn't Nas younger than both of them?
Nas was 19 and 92.
It's too many numbers, man.
19 and 92. So I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, shoot. You know that scene from Belly when he said when him and T-Boz decided to go to Africa?
Mm-hmm.
He did that with Biggie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's cold, man.
Actually cold.
And that's why Nas is one of the greats. Because he does this stuff. Like, he doesn't just say, I'm Duke Ellington.
Yeah.
I'm what's the gay dude's name?
Elton John?
Nah, the gay dude from the civil rights movement.
I'm lost.
Damn.
I didn't know.
He's like a really powerful dude.
Harvey Milk?
No, the black dude, man.
I don't know. I don't know the gay guy, man. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Damn, man. Fuck.
You making me feel bad for not knowing.
Yeah, man, because you're laughing and stuff, man. And this is a really powerful dude.
Yeah, because it's funny how you stuck, not the dude.
But, man.
I can't laugh at somebody I don't know.
Like, Nas says these things, but then he actually does it.
Man,
And he goes to Africa.
So you don't like Nas the way I do.
I don't like Nas's music.
See, and I just don't understand that at all.
If I could hear a Nas a cappella, or if I could put Nas on my beats.
Let me ask you a question. When's the last time you've listened to a Nas album? Like, when's the last time you've turned on Nas for a long listen?
Nah, it's been a minute.
I think
like
you should.
The last song I wanted to hear, I went and I Googled Black Republican, and I listened to it.
You should listen to Life Is Good. That's the album that he put out, like 3 years ago? 3 or 4 years ago? Yeah, Life Is Good is good. This is grown Nas talking about being grown. That's the album with Daughters on it. Yeah, that's the one with Daughters on it. That was a great album.
James Baldwin. I didn't even have to finish typing the shit.
Just slam the phone.
James Baldwin.
That was aggressive.
You know who James Baldwin is, right?
I do.
All right, yeah.
It's aggressive, man.
Yeah, man.
You found that though.
I didn't finish typing it up. It popped into my head as I was typing it up.
The machines, B.
Yeah, man.
How come it's fringy every week? It's too much robot sex going on in this room.
Look, I typed in gay black dude from civil rights. And I didn't even get to movement.
And
like
James Baldwin
popped up.
Yeah.
Popped in my head. I didn't see it on the screen.
Yeah.
It just popped in my head. Yeah,
I don't think I knew that James Baldwin was gay.
Then you don't know who James Baldwin is.
Yeah, I probably don't. Yeah.
All right, man. So as we're recording right now.
I think I said I didn't know though.
So as we're recording right now, man,
yeah.
Somewhere in America, there's an ICE agent running up in somebody's house.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
You know, I'm struggling with this thing, man. Only because it's like, all right, we understand that there are things that are legal and things that are illegal.
Yep.
There are things that are morally right and things that are morally wrong, right? Where should people draw the line?
I'm being a very bad listener right now because I'm only letting him talk.
Well, I mean, I really don't want you to do that because I'm trying to gain some understanding.
You said where do people draw the line on as far as what?
As far as moral base versus law.
All right, so this is my thing. I believe
Mm-hmm.
as is probably the popular opinion,
Yeah.
that most people caught up in these ICE raids are going to be of
Mexican.
Central American descent.
Now that's the problem that I got. If you're gonna get people, get them all.
Get them all.
Yeah.
Like, there's a Ukrainian village in
I
Chicago.
was just thinking about
know what I'm saying?
Ukrainian village.
Well, they can't get here illegally. You get you
Look.
buy a round trip plane ticket and you don't go home.
All them Vietnamese girls
That's-
working in these nail shops are
That's
illegal.
all it takes.
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of white people here illegally.
Yeah.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of Polish people here illegally, a lot of Ukrainian
A
people.
lot of Africans, Belizeans. Yeah. If you're gonna do this,
Well, Belizean is still Central American.
Right,
They're
right.
They're in the protected halo group, as I would like to call them right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause that's the people that everybody's like going after, and that's you only see these little Mexican girls out here protesting. You don't see these little Polish girls out here protesting because they're like, "Hey, shut up! Don't tell people we're not from here."
so
You know?
all right,
we
now
can
I-
blend in with Donald Trump's people.
I
We
like-
don't have to tell them that we're not from here.
I like the place where we are now because it provides the opportunity to ask you this.
Mhm.
Now, in the event that it goes from being Central American to everybody,
Mhm.
is it acceptable?
No, it's still not acceptable
See-
because they're not coming to the because you can't separate them from their families at the border.
Mm-hmm.
What, they gonna get off a plane? Like, you don't know that they're not going home until that plane left with 2 less people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like somebody's coming from Poland today and they're supposed to go back to Poland in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You don't know that they're an illegal immigrant until 3 weeks from now, when they didn't go back to Poland when their plane ticket said they were supposed to go back to Poland.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get here. You can't just walk over here, get your kid snatched from you, and detained if you're coming from Poland on the plane.
Is that what's happening? So they're detaining people that they don't know are illegal?
No, they're detaining people coming through. They know that the Central Americans are illegal because they're crossing the border.
Right,
and
illegally.
getting-
Right.
and getting
Okay.
separated from their families.
So yeah, I'm
it's still all illegal. If you're here illegally, you're here
right.
illegally.
You're here illegally,
It doesn't
right?
matter how you got here.
Yeah.
Right?
So I mean, I would imagine that people who any person that's committing a crime with their child is gonna get their child taken from them.
No. If you come over here on a plane with your child,
Mm-hmm.
let's say you go to Italy, right?
Right.
With your child
Mm-hmm.
on a plane.
Yeah.
You get there. You're there for 2 weeks. Somebody says, "Hey, John Jay, I have $30,000 for you to make me 7 beats and record this stuff for me."
Right.
And you stay in Italy for another 6 months. You're making money, so you have money to survive and eat, and you're paying rent, and
Mm-hmm.
you're doing your thing. And then they come and get you like, "Hey,
So that's
you're not supposed to be here."
So that's the interesting question. What makes you an illegal immigrant? Like, at what point do you become illegal? Because you can come and visit, right?
Yeah, you can
But
come
what's
and visit.
But what's the contingency on you leaving? When do I have to leave? And if I don't, I'm illegal.
You know, I don't know, but
That-
I feel like it's
I
something.
feel like I'm not educated enough on this
yeah,
stuff, man.
yeah. See, that's
And
that's
that's
the
why I'm
question.
asking these
that
questions.
needs to go in a commercial.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's the question, though.
Let's
Like,
let's
hey,
watermark that thing.
If you I don't know how to watermark it says. Yeah, it says if you
I don't know either.
yeah.
don't yeah.
If you
You see what time it say. Just do it.
let's see what bar it is.
Yeah. Bars.
Yeah, so like, what is it? It's like a month over when you were supposed to be here. Cause like, what if you go to like, how y'all went to L.A.
Yeah.
and you could have possibly not made it back if
Right.
you would have gone to that studio session.
Right.
and
If
you
I'd have
wouldn't
left
had
the
enough
airport
money to
and
get
not,
back.
right, I wouldn't have had enough money to get back, and there was no guarantee I was gonna get the money that I was promised to get.
Yeah. So
Right.
like, at what point do you become an illegal resident of the state of LA? The state of LA.
Ooh-wee. Yeah, it's
Wow.
your turn now. It's your turn to sound silly. Yeah.
Like, at what point do you become an illegal resident of the state of California?
See, there needs to be more information. I feel like it's very serious, but the problem with causes is that people jump on them without having all the information that they need to have.
Mm.
And that's why I ask the questions that make people look at me funny, because it's like, man, I'm not gonna say I know what I don't know.
Yeah, and that's always been my thing.
Mhm.
Like, people try so hard to maneuver around you asking them questions that they don't know the answer to.
Right. Like if you don't
Like,
know,
if I don't know
just
the
say
answer,
you don't
I'm gonna
know.
just say I don't know, so you can tell me. Because
Yep.
obviously, if you're asking me, you know the answer,
Mm-hmm.
or you know somebody else who has another opinion. Like, tell me. Like, if I don't know, I'm gonna let you know that I don't know, so you can let me know.
Right. And if you don't know, we can find out together.
Yeah. And you know what people always say? There's Google. Google it. Well, I was asking you because you're a human being.
Pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? But
You know,
I can Google it.
Yeah. But I definitely think in this day and age, you know, because as it stands, I think the statistic, I don't know if it stands now, but I know
It's still standing.
a little earlier in Trump's presidency, Obama still stood as deporting more illegal immigrants than Donald Trump's administration.
See, that's the thing. Obama was getting rid of them. Trump
Mhm.
is just putting them in old Walmarts.
See,
Like,
and
man,
that,
sit your ass over there.
see, I don't think, and that's what I'm saying. I need more
You
understanding.
need more information.
I need to understand exactly what's going on.
And you're never going to understand exactly what's going on.
Mhm. So
Because the only motherfucker that's going into these places is
Mhm.
Mike Pence.
Yeah, see,
And that's scary. Like, why isn't Trump
Mike
going
Pence
there?
looks scary.
Mike Pence is scary.
You ever look?
He's
man,
like Mr. Indiana KKK.
he looked like
But he is Mr. Indiana KKK.
he looked like the T-1000.
Yeah, he do.
Yeah, that's a scary Terminator.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, but it's a scary time that we live in because it's like they're doing something and we're not informed on it, and they're doing it under the code of law.
Yeah.
Like they're using the law to do some underhanded shit.
Yeah,
And
man.
there's no way for us to find out about it.
Like, they're...
Because where are the reporters at that are going in there? Where's the footage?
It's only Congress.
Uh,
It's AOC. She's
Mhm.
been going down there a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Like I want to
Mike
see.
Pence has been down there a lot.
I want to see it.
But then whenever anybody else tries to get down there, like Jesse Jackson said he's finna start, he don't want money. He just wants like diapers for the babies
Mhm.
and clothes for the people and food to give them decent food.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I don't want money. Don't send me no money. It's going to get complicated with the money. I just want diapers for these babies.
Yeah.
But they won't let them in. You know what I'm saying? And they won't let the diapers in.
That's just it's messed
Like,
up.
but
man.
who are they? Like, that's the question. Like, they. Who is they?
Exactly.
Is that
It's so many questions without answers.
Is that the Department of Homeland Security?
I think it's I think it's DHS. It might be FEMA. No, it's not FEMA.
It is a FEMA camp, right? They are FEMA camps.
They're calling them FEMA camps, but they're not FEMA camps.
Yeah, man. It's bad, man.
Yeah.
There's misinformation and there's missing information.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some stuff that we're hearing is just blatant lies, and then some stuff we're hearing is just nobody knows.
Mhm.
So I'm not gonna tell you that I don't know. I'm just gonna make
Right,
some
and-
shit up and tell you that.
And it's like you listen to one side or the other, you're gonna end up wrong one way or another because
Yeah,
one side is not telling you everything, one side doesn't know everything.
yeah.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's very bad, man.
I'm hot.
I'm so hot, man.
What we got left?
Running up in Area 51.
Oh man, they're all gonna die.
They're
They're all gonna die. They're gonna be vaporized, and we're never
what's
gonna
fucked
know
up,
about
man?
it.
They probably got an alien that can disintegrate shit just by looking at it, and they got some shit strapped to his head so they can control this.
You know what I think?
So they're just gonna be like,
Did you see Spider-Man: Far From Home?
nah, man, I want to see it.
Oh man,
I
so
want to see the other one too. I still ain't seen Enter the Spider-Verse. You know, they ain't got one good copy on the Fire Stick.
you have not seen Spider-Verse?
They don't have one good copy on the Fire
It's
Stick.
amazing, my nigga.
I know it. It has to be.
Yeah.
It's Spidey.
Yes, it's pretty damn amazing.
Stan Lee's favorite.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
But yeah, I won't say what the movie is about, but I think that's what happens to the Area 51 people. Once you see Far From Home, you know what I'm talking about.
It ain't gonna be far from home.
If you seen Far From Home, you know what I'm talking about. That's what's gonna
man.
happen. Yeah.
Big Draco got out of jail.
Big Draco.
Oh man, Fats Pritzker. Shouts out to Fats Pritzker
Fats
for starting
Pritzker.
off the
I
first.
feel like I shouldn't call him Fats no more, but I'm still gonna call him Fats.
Oh yeah. Fats Pritzker.
Yep. I wonder what JB stands for.
John Benet.
John Body Pritzker.
The first mental health crisis unit in Chicago opens at Holy Christ Hospital. Yeah, man. He did that.
Yeah, man.
I've been saying for the longest how we need to get our people with mental issues off the streets
Yeah.
and into somewhere where they can either get help or
Yeah, see, because
get housed.
that's what makes the
know?
hood scary for me. Not the thugs, not the dudes selling drugs, not the gangbangers.
Nah.
The mentally challenged people that are out here.
Well, the people with mental health
Right,
issues.
the people with mental
'Cause
health
mentally challenged
yeah.
is something
Right,
different.
that's something different.
Yeah.
But people that with mental health issues that are not getting the help that they need
Yeah.
and just left to frolic in the streets.
Yeah.
That's
And
scary.
Those are our streets they're
Yeah.
frolicking in.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
You're not
yeah.
seeing them frolic,
In
you know
Wicker
what I'm
Park.
saying? Yeah. Yeah.
Bucktown.
Yeah. Lincoln Park.
Lincoln Park.
Yeah, Lincolnwood.
You can frolic over here for 2 minutes before you get your ass popped.
Yeah, so we got a couple minutes left.
We got the 5 Billy Facebook fine. Got the JP Morgan bricks.
Bruh.
But I know you really want to talk about Colin Kaepernick getting skin darkened on this Republican ad.
Well, I mean, it ain't really much to talk about. It's true scumbaggery. We seen it during the OJ trial. This is more of the same trickery and slickery, and yet somehow Colin Kaepernick is the bad guy. Like that's the thing that really still pisses me off. That somehow Colin Kaepernick is still the bad guy when he never did anything wrong.
And this guy, Jeff. Oh no, okay, yeah. Yes, Colin Kaepernick should not be the bad guy when he did nothing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Sylvester is the bad guy.
Yeah.
But he's not as bad of a bad guy. Like, he murdered 12 people compared to this guy murdering 120 people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's no degree of badness.
Like, they're both bad.
Right. Once you murder, you're bad.
But since Jeffrey Epstein is in the news, R. Kelly now has 20 more tapes.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
no, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to drag his survivors. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just, I'm just saying, like, yeah.
What I read was,
it seems like somebody is trying to make somebody else look bad.
Maybe. What I read was the feds forced people that worked for him to turn over their tapes.
So who the fuck just has all these tapes? Why do you have tapes of your boss with underage girls?
Because if your boss say hold these tapes, you're going to hold them.
Hell no, bro.
I mean, hell no indeed. But these are scumbags we talking about. This is scumbaggery.
Well, I guess, no, I'm not talking about nothing illegal or nothing as bad as rape or murder or nothing. But
Right.
I could see Kanye going down the same road. How when we first started talking about R. Kelly a couple months ago, it was the yes man effect.
Yeah.
All he had around him was yes mans.
Right.
And now I see Kanye going through this whole yes man thing.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, you can't say that to Kanye.
Oh,
You can't-
right.
Kanye's gonna be Kanye.
Right.
Nah, bro. Everybody needs somebody
That's the God
that
complex,
they're willing
though.
to accept a no from.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't have anybody whose negative opinion is right, then you're wrong. Like, if nobody can tell you that, nah, that's garbage. Nah, don't do that.
When you can't accept criticism that you don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when
That's an unchecked ego.
Yeah. And that's when your boss can tell you to hold these 20 tapes.
Yeah. Because you're going to do it because you're used to just saying yes.
Yeah.
And that's the whole reason why you're still around, because you won't say no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So you compromising your own integrity to be a part of this scumbag campaign.
Yeah.
It's pretty shitty, man.
It is pretty shitty, man.
Yeah, but this Epstein clown.
Yeah, man, this man's just got money out the ass.
But you know what I say? This is capitalism in the justice system.
So
this is how it works. When you got that bag, and when you can afford these lawyers and these payoffs, they're gonna let you do it.
So what I was thinking was, can you think of a phrase that puts the word capital or capitalism or capitalize or any variation of the word capital in a negative light?
Capital punishment.
No. Like a phrase, like not a term. Like he really capitalized on that.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no way to put capitalism like. But I was thinking that's just our state of mind. Like I'm pretty sure you go to China or Russia or Cuba, and you say, "I love capitalism," and they're gonna be like, "You capitalist pig." But that's also
Yeah.
just a thing,
Yeah.
you know, like a capital punishment, capitalist pig.
Right.
Like there's in our language, there's no way to put capitalism in a bad light.
Yeah. That's
You
like
can say that's just capitalism.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh man, he murdered that guy for his Lamborghini and his alligator. Oh, well,
capitalism.
that's capitalism.
Yep.
You know?
Mm.
Like you're actually taking away from the murder.
Yeah.
Because it's capitalism.
Man, we are running out of time.
You running out of time, man?
Yeah.
What else we got?
Wait. Well, we let's get to that next week.
All right.
But what I will say is, I don't know who you are or what you did, but shout out to homie that got caught in the stolen car with the snake and the gun and the whiskey and the ride of radioactive uranium.
So now uranium, that's the bad stuff, right? That's like what they're fighting Iran for?
Yes.
They're trying to get them to stop weaponizing uranium?
Yes.
And they said Kim Jong had too much of it?
I don't know.
Is it uranium?
Exactly.
Uranium or is it
Plutonium is enriched uranium.
Yeah.
Yeah. So dude had radioactive uranium, not enriched uranium.
So if you're just riding around with that, anybody who's around you is gonna
You're gonna get
affected by
radiation. Yeah.
So he was gonna get radiation, and the snake got so he got a radioactive snake in the car with him.
Yes, a radioactive beer, radioactive whiskey,
Radioactive whiskey,
radioactive handgun,
radioactive man,
radioactive carburetor.
Now, what was radioactive? Up and atom.
Up an atom.
At them. Joe, the Simpsons went in on Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Remember when Arnold Schwarzenegger was the guy to go in on?
Get to the topper. Everybody get down. Yeah.
My hands are too big for this tapas.
Shouts out to the governor.
The governor.
Hey, still swole. He like in his 70s.
Man, what movie was that just came out? And he was like, it wasn't even a movie. Well, I guess a movie came out and he was trying to promo it, but he was at like his daughter's basketball game or something.
Oh, when he got kicked in the back?
Yeah. Dude, just, why the fuck would you kick him in the back?
You know,
Maybe he's a California resident
and
who
he
got
kicked
affected by laws.
70-something-year-old Arnold, and Arnold didn't budge.
Oh, he fell.
He fell?
Yeah, he fell.
Well, I mean, he
got
wasn't hurt.
drop kicked in the back.
Yeah, he wasn't hurt.
He got Karate Kid style kicked in the back.
Like you.
I think we just finished.
Oh, well. Okay. Well, we'll see you next. Oh, okay, so that flash means we're almost out of time. So we got to wrap it up.
All right, man.
All right,
Damn,
so
man.
week away from Complex Con, we'll be back in the studio.
Yeah, we won't get to that next week. We'll be at
Right.
Complex Con next week.
Right, so the week after, we will get to it.
Yeah.
But, yeah. What time is it?
Time to get back to the students.
Double salute. Thanks for watching and listening.